So I just got my brakes done on ET Angel. It's funny because a while back, I have a little mechanic. His name is Dick's Car Clinic. If anybody needs an amazing person, I love him. He's in his 80s, and I rue the day when he tells me that he's going to have to close his doors. But he's like my dad. My dad's a high-performance engine specialist. And these are the kind of guys that work until they're put in the grave. And he does such a great job. But it's been happening for like the last week. I've been hearing this noise, and I knew my brakes need to get done. And so when we went on this big hike, I drove my friend Scott home back to his car from the hiking, and I said, I know I just started hearing this, and I said, don't really drive much here in Sedona except for to go hiking, and I know I need to get my brakes done. He goes, you need to get them done now, like right now. He says, because if you don't, and it starts going into where your discs are screwed, he goes, then you got a whole other problem. So I called Dick and I said, I need my brakes, and I called him that, like literally as soon as I dropped Scott off at his car, I called him, and he's like, all right, I'll do them first thing Monday morning. And money's been tight, right? It's been tight since October. It's always tight November and December, but it's still tight. And I did a reading with my best friend Serenity, and one of the messages was about finances. And it said, if things have felt tight, or if you felt the need to be careful, that time is going. The time you're entering a time where money is going to start flowing towards you to the point where you're not going to feel the need to be careful. And I'm like, yes, because he told me our brakes are good, but you've got a leaking cylinder. And he says, in order to take everything apart and get to that, he goes, you're looking at $600 or $700. And I'm just like, it just keeps coming, right? But I love this truck. I love Duchess, my little bus, and I love ET Angel. And I was saying to him, I said, I apologize. I only use this car to get groceries and to go hiking. That's pretty much all. And so my dogs are in and out, and there's dirt. And I've got rugged car mats, but still, because of the hair from my dogs, I said, it really needs to be detailed. I need a little vacuum. I've been looking for a little vacuum, a little powerful vacuum. I'm going to go to the Goodwill and see if I can find one now that money's not going to be super tight. Because the way I look at things is, when Spirit gives me that kind of a message, the message is basically, the check's been written and deposited, it just hasn't cleared yet. So it's coming. It's there. And that's how I manifest it. So I said, he says, what is it with women? He goes, men take such good care of their cars, except for my brother, who always had a disgusting car. My car was always pretty clean. But I said, yeah, but my house is immaculate. And he says, true. You got to have an immaculate house if you're a woman. And I said, but I do love this vehicle. And in order for me to give her the respect that she is due, she needs to be cleaned up. And she's not disgusting. She just looks like she's been hiking. And so I'm going to go get hopefully find myself, I would like a little dust buster for my house as well, a rechargeable one, putting that out to the universe. That's why I'm stating it. Because every time Sammy Yammy uses the cat box with his big bulbous body, he comes out and he leaves a little trail of cat litter, and it's hard I don't want to take the whole big giant vacuum out. So I don't know, I feel very hyper. I feel very high energy and really excited, which isn't how I should feel after spending $360, right? But I feel good about it, because anywhere else it'd probably be a lot more than that. And the check's been written and deposited, it just hasn't cleared yet. So I'm like, I've got this really excited energy, which means it's happening. So, yay!